Hello everyone. In the series of MySQL, we already learned what is constraint and types of constraint. In today's session, we learn primary key. Before start today's session, like, share, subscribe to our channel. So constraint means rules. We are applied constraint on table. Okay. So types of constraints are not null, unique, primary key, foreign key, check and default. In previous session we already discussed not null and unique constraint. Not null constraint ensure that a column cannot have null value. Unique constraint ensure that all values in a column are different. Okay, in today's session we learn primary key. Primary key is a combination of not null and unique. Primary key. Primary key is a combination of not null and unique. A primary key column must contain unique values. If the primary key consists of multiple columns, the combination of values in this column must also be unique. A table can have only one primary key, and in the table the primary key can consist of single or multiple columns. Null values. A primary key column cannot contain null values. Each primary key value must be defined and cannot be empty. Okay, means primary key is a combination of unique and not null. Okay, so we are not mentioning unique and not null constraint on a column. So we are replacing unique and primary key constraint with the use of primary key. When you are applying primary key, it will follow properties of unique and not null constraint. Okay, so we are creating primary key in two ways. First one is create table statement and second one is alter table statement. Create table statements means we are applying primary key at a time of table creation. Alter command, alter table statement is used when table is already existing and that table that not contain primary key. Okay, let's see one by one primary key using create table statements. Okay, so syntax is create table, table name, column 1, data type and primary key. Here we are applying primary key on column 1. Okay, second syntax create table, table name, then column 1, column definition means its data type. Okay, then second column up to n column, then constraint keyword, constraint name. Here we can mention any valid constraint name. Then primary key keyword in column, column names. Column names means column names. Example, here we are applying primary key on id column. Okay, so create table student id, data type int, primary key. Here we are applied primary key on id column. Okay, second example, create table student, we are mentioning columns id, name, age, comma, then applying primary key constraint. Okay, so keyword is constraint, pk underscore student is primary key name, then primary key keyword and name of the column id. Here we are applying primary key on id column. Okay, second method is primary key using alter table statements. These statements allows us to do the modification into the existing table. When the table does not have primary key, this statement is used to add primary key to the column of an existing table. Means your table is already existing and that table does not contain any primary key. Then you can apply or modify the table by using alter table command. Okay, or statement. Syntax alter table, table name, add primary key and in bracket column name, in bracket column list. Okay, example alter table student, add primary key in bracket column name id. Okay, After adding primary key, let's check how to drop primary key. By using alter table statement, allow by using the alter table statement also allows us to drop primary key from the table. The following syntax is used to drop primary key. Okay, alter table name, drop primary key, semicolon. Okay, example, alter table student, drop primary key, semicolon. Okay, single or composite primary key. A primary a primary key can be single column or combination of multiple columns. Okay, example, single column primary key means you are applying primary key on only one column. Composite primary key, in composite primary key we are creating only one primary key and applied on two or more columns. Okay, so syntax is create table student, class id data type int, comma, id data type int, comma, name varchar, its size not null, comma, primary key and list of columns underscore id, comma, id. Okay, here we are applying primary key on two tables, class underscore id and id. Okay, but here only one primary key per table. Primary key using create statement. Okay, so query is create table name student, in bracket id data type int. Okay, so you are mentioning primary key constraint, primary key. Okay, then name student name, data type varchar, mention its size 25, then age data type int. Okay, so execute this query. Okay, table created successfully. Let's check the structure of a table. Describe student. Okay, student, execute. Yes, here primary key is applied on id column. Okay, let's check another example. Create, so I am copying this query. Okay, paste. Okay, here we are creating student one table and applying constraint after mentioning all the columns. Okay, okay, so query is create table student 1, id data type yes name, data type age, data type, and here I am mentioning primary key and in bracket mention column name id. Okay, let's execute. Okay, student table created means table created successfully. Let's check the structure of a table. How to check? Describe and table name. Okay, so describe student, our table name is student 1. Let's execute. Yes, here primary key is applied on id column. Okay, let's execute. Okay, so we are inserting some records into student table. How to insert? Insert into student. Okay, mention column names id student underscore name, student underscore name, comma age. Okay, values in bracket values. Okay, so first row will be 1, id is 1, name om in single quote, ram, okay, om or ram, and age 18. Okay, let's execute this query. Okay, here one row affected means data inserted successfully. Let's check. Select, how to check? Select star from student semicolon. Okay, one row inserted successfully into student table. Okay, we are insert another record. Okay, I am copy this code, so I am copying this code. Okay, but I am here mentioning, here I am change name ram to om and age 21. Okay, let's execute this query. Yes, here one error occur. Duplicate entry 1 for key student underscore primary means here primary cannot allow to insert duplicate values. Okay, because here one record present in table whose id is 1. Okay, here id 1 is already present, that's why id column cannot take or cannot allow to insert duplicate values into id column. Okay, let's insert another record. Okay, so I am here mentioning null. Okay, and let's execute this query again. Here also show error, column id cannot be nulls, id column cannot allow to insert null values. Okay, means primary key is a combination of not null and unique. Okay, okay, now let's check how to apply primary key using alter command. Okay, so we are creating one table without applying primary key. Okay, so I am creating table student underscore 2, student underscore 2, and here I am removing primary key. Okay, we are here we are not applying any primary key. Okay, we are creating simple one table. Okay, so execute. Okay, table created successfully. Let's check table is created or not, or table or structure of table. Okay, so what is query? Describe table name. Here table name is student underscore 2. Okay, execute. Okay, here table is created and here primary key is not applied. Okay, after table creation or after table, your table is already existing. Now we are applying primary key on student underscore 2 table. Okay, how to apply? By using alter command. Alter table, table name is student 2, add constraint, constraint name pk underscore student. Here pk underscore student is primary key name. Okay, you can mention any valid primary key name. Okay, then primary key and in bracket name of the column. Okay, here we are applying primary key on id column. Let's execute this query. Okay, alter table. Okay, 0 row affected means we are successfully applied primary key on student underscore two tables, student underscore two table. Okay, let's check describe student 2. Yes, here we are applying primary key on id. Okay, here we are applied primary key by using alter command. Okay, you are using alter command when your table is already existing. Okay, then okay, now let's check how to drop primary key by using alter command. By using alter command we can drop primary key. Okay, so query is alter table, table name student 3, student, okay, student 2, drop primary key semicolon. Okay, let's execute this query. Okay, affected 0 row, drop primary key. Okay, let's check the structure of a table student underscore 2. Yes, here primary key removed from student underscore 2 table successfully. Okay, composite primary key. Okay, composite primary key means one primary key applied on two columns. Okay, so we are creating new table, create table student underscore 3. In this column, in this table we have id, data type int. Okay, then next column student name, data type varchar, mention its size 25, age int. Okay, now we are applying primary key on two columns. Okay, so mention primary key in bracket, mention column names. Okay, so columns names id, and here we are creating another column class id, data type int. Okay, here we are mentioning two column names class underscore id and id. Okay, so let's execute. Okay, let's check structure of a table, describe student 3. Okay, let's execute. Yes, here primary key applied on two columns class id and id. Okay, here we are applying only one primary key per table, but one primary key is applied on two columns. That's why it is called composite primary key. If you like today's session, like, share, subscribe to our channel. Thank you.